Welcome to Mbuya Parent School and Kindergarten, situated in Kampala City with modern, well-equipped facilities plus extensive playing fields and amenities. Mbuya Parent School believes that a better future lies where children know how to find and create balances in themselves and the world around them. This explains our fusion of academic subjects and co-curricular activities. There are many opportunities presented to them to flourish both in and outside the classroom.
I want to become a president when I grow up.
I want to be a pilot.
I will be the best fashion designer.
Mbuya Parent School. The sky is our limit.
Hello, our dear learners. This is Chamusoko Godfrey. Mbuya Parents, as usual, we love you so much and we value you. That's why you see, we fight so much to reach you. Today, we are going to learn mathematics. And in this lesson, we shall enjoy if you are attentive. P6, please, you're most welcome for the first lesson. And as usual, we love you when you are very attentive, because with that way you behave, we enjoy the lessons. We are going to learn about the topic written as patterns and sequences. And today, particularly, we shall learn about counting numbers. In this case, we know that you learned about counting numbers in other classes. Therefore, we are going to particularly find the issue that is written. And we shall read together our topic, finding consecutive natural numbers, which are also known as counting numbers. That's why we have used those two different words, so that you can understand that they are the same. So children, the word consecutive simply means order, without skipping any. For example, if I have 17 as my first counting number for the list I have, the next one will be 18. The other one will be 19. And if I have also 20, those numbers are following each other. We have not skipped any. Since we are talking about counting numbers, which you learned in all other classes, we want to know now, how do we handle this, finding consecutive counting numbers? You realize that from the first I have to the second, there is a difference of 1. So to get 18, we add 1 to 17, and we shall have 18. From the first number I have to the third, there is a difference of 2. That is plus 2. So 17 plus 2, we get 19. From the first number to the fourth number I have, there is a difference of 3. Thank you very much. I was waiting for you. So 17 plus 3, we get 20. So you realize that that's the order of working out. Therefore, we have our question today as our first example. I think you can all clearly see it, and we can read together. Let's go. The sum of 3 consecutive counting numbers is 24. List the numbers. I expect to read this question at least twice before you start answering, so that you can comprehend. The sum of 3 consecutive counting numbers is 24. List the numbers. Therefore, since we don't know the first number that was in this set, we shall have to let it. Let's start with our example. So our example 1 that we have read on our chart is asking us to find the numbers, the 3 numbers. So we shall let, since we don't have the first one, we shall let n be the first number. let n be the first number. So if we have let n to be the first, we can put this information on the table. So on this table we have the first one, the first number, the second number, this third number, and our sum. So if the first number is n, according to what you have, to get the second number, you shall have n plus 1. I have left here because we don't need the first. Here we had our first. So the third number would be n plus 2. And our sum is already given in the question. You can see it properly. That is 24. So that's the information we need to use. Therefore, let's form the equation. That would be n plus 1, that are the second number, plus n plus 2, the third number, will give us 24, because we shared about sum, meaning to add. So we have added all the three numbers, and our answer is 24. Therefore, let's collect like terms together. That we have the unknowns on this side and the knowns. So the unknowns are, alright, that's n, and the knowns we have 1 and 2. So we shall have n together, n plus n plus n, now plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 24. Therefore, we can now add n plus n plus n. What do we get? Alright, thank you very much. So we shall get 3n. Now, 1 plus 2, what do we get? Alright, that is 3. And our answer is 24. So, we have now collected the like terms, but we can also have the final collection of the like terms. We have the known 3 and the known 24 and the unknown 3n. Therefore, we can take 3 to the other side of 24. Since it is a positive integer, crossing the equal sign to become a negative integer. Let's write it. So we shall have 3n plus 3 minus 3 is equal to 24 minus 3. We are subtracting here 3 to show how it has left this place. So we shall have 3 minus 3. Our result is 0. So we shall have 3n. 0 is nothing. So even if we don't add, we shall just leave it there. Is equal to, what do we get when we subtract, we take away 3 from 24? Our result is 21. Thank you very much. Therefore, we are looking for n, not 3n. We shall have to find the way of removing 3 from n by simply dividing, since there is multiplication. So we shall have 3n divided by 3 will be equal to 21 divided by 3. So let's cancel. 3 divided by 3, thank you, we shall get 1. 3n divided by 3, we shall get n, which will give us 3 divided by 3 is 1, and now 21 divided by 3. I'm waiting for you. Oh, you are telling me how to get it. We can get the multiples. We can get the multiples of 3 if you want to get it. And we shall have the multiples of 3 times with 3. So that's 1 times 3 shall get 3. 3 times 2 shall get our 6. 3 times 3 shall get our 9. 3 times 4 shall get 12. 3 times 5 we shall get Thank you, 15. 3 times 6, we shall get 18. Good. 3 times 7, what do we get? 21. That's 5. So you realize that we have 21 and we also have 21. So 3 times 7, we get 21. It means that where we find 21, that would be the result of dividing 21 by 3. So 21 divided by 3, we shall get 7. So our n is 7. Therefore, the question is asking us to list the numbers. Are these numbers? Thank you. Of course, no. Therefore, we shall just have one underline. One line that we use to analyze this is not the final answer, and find the numbers. Let us use our table we had. So our table here has the first one, which is n. And therefore, our n is just here. That is 7. So we shall write 7. Let's get the second one. Our second number, according to our table, is n plus 1. Second number is n plus 1. Therefore, we shall have our n as 7. So that is 7 plus 1. What do we get if we add 7 and 1? We shall get 8. Let's have the third one. So our third number is n plus 2. And we shall have 7 plus 2. Yeah, thank you very much. As you have told me, see, 9. Thank you for being very attentive. After getting our values and having the numbers there, you realize that our question is requiring us to list the numbers. Therefore, we shall list them. The first one we have got is 7, the next one is 8, and the last one is 9. So since that's our final answer, we shall underline it using 2 together lines. Like that. Try to be neat when you're underlining by holding your ruler tightly. So, I'm very sure you have been following. Since we love you so much, I feel I should go through with you the next example. And that is also written here. Let's read together. Are you ready? Alright. Find the 4 consecutive integers whose sum is 15. I advised you from the beginning that at least read 2 times. Find the 4 consecutive integers whose sum is 15. Therefore, you realize that the question is similar to the one we had. It doesn't have the first one. So we shall have that second example as I want to suggest the letter to use. Letter X, that's so 5. So let X be a first number. So we can use all letters we need, apart from those letters which resemble like figures. For example, we can't use the letter O because it resembles 0. It's very hard to use the letter I because it may resemble 1. So let us use these other letters which are different from the figures. Therefore, we shall put our information on the table. Our first number, we have said is X. The next number, that's the second. Our next number is x, like we said from the beginning, that the difference is 1, so plus 1. The third number is x plus 2. That's the difference from the first to the third. Our numbers this time were not 3, there were 4 numbers. Therefore, we shall have the fourth one. And that is x plus 3. And then we shall have the sum or total. So our sum was given clearly, which is 50. Write it there. It is very easy to use the table to work out others. Therefore, let's form the equation. X plus x plus 1 plus x plus 2 plus x plus 3 will give us 50. That's the information we have. We have added because they have given us sum. Therefore, let's collect like terms together. Sorry. Oh, that is x, thank you, plus x plus the other x. Therefore, plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, the result is 50. Can you add with me? X plus x, thank you, that's 2x, plus x, 3x, plus x, yes, thank you very much, that is it, 4x. So we shall have 4x. Then 1 plus 2, what do you get? 3, thank you, plus 3, alright, that is 6. So we shall have 6, which will give us 50. So we are now going to the next stage, which is, beg your pardon? Alright, that's collecting like a term. So we shall take 6 to the other side, where the known is r. Since it's a positive integer, we are going to subtract it from either side. So we shall have 4x plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 50 minus 6. 6 minus 6, the result is 0. Since it's nothing, we shall have only remain with 4x on this side, which will give us 50 minus 6. For some of my friends who don't want to fail, will come aside and say 50 minus 6, arranging it vertically for easy subtraction. 0 minus 6 is less. So we remove 1, or we group 1 from 5 to remain with 4. And that band of 10 is added to 0 to get 10. 0 plus 10, you get 10. So 10 minus 6, we get 4. And now 4 minus nothing, we get 4. So we shall have 44. After there, we shall find the over eliminating 4 by simply dividing, since it is multiplication. That is 4x out of 4, giving us 44 out of 4. 4 divided by 4, and you get 1. 4x divided by 4, the result is x. We shall have 4 divided by 4, you get 1. And you can go digit by digit, since 4 is enough for 4. So 4 divided by 4, we get 1. And 4 divided by 4 shall also get 1. So the number we have up is now 11. So our x is 11. We shall have that as our value of x. We shall underline with one line, since it isn't the final answer. And therefore, we are going to do the same way we did the other side, by putting this information on our table in the form of substitution. So our table was drawn properly like that, and we shall have the first number. According to our table, our first number is x. And therefore we have got the value of x, which is 11. We shall got the second number. According to our table, our number is x plus 1. Therefore, let us substitute. We have the value of x, which is 11, plus, let's have here, this is second, and therefore here it is x plus 1. So our value of x is 11 plus 1. 11 plus 1, the result is 12. We shall get the third number as, according to our table, we have x plus 2. Substitute, where there is x, replace it with 11. That's 11 plus 2. And the result we can get is 13. Let us find the fourth number. Our fourth number, according to our table, is, alright, that is x plus 3. Let us substitute. That shall have, do you remember the value of x? Yes, that is 11 plus 3, which will give us 14. You realize that these numbers are having something that you can see. May I know that? Alright, you find that they are following each other. We have not skipped any. So we shall have our numbers listed. That is 11, 12, 13, and 14. And therefore we shall underline our answer neatly. So I expect to underline the work neatly, the way your teacher has done it. And when you add those numbers, you realize that the sum is 50. So for that cause, I expect you to be able to answer this activity that I have set for you. Please answer it correctly with a lot of care, and we expect you only correct answers. For any difficulties, we shall have them when you are making corrections. Children, when you are at home, don't forget to sanitize. If you have the sanitizer, wash your hands regularly, and using the mask is compulsory. You must have the mask always. Me, I don't have, because I'm not using it because I am talking to you. Otherwise, I had it before. So please, I wish you well. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.